Stadium in Minneapolis. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Bears and the Minnesota Vikings.
The kickoff for Chicago.
The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. On the return, Deontay Harris. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On play action, they'll throw. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, going for Jefferson. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have taken a first quarter lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Vikings 7, Bears nothing.
The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 21. Throwing here, Trubisky. And quickly into the hands of Robinson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Bears first down.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That'll set them back with a low. Loss of 3 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
3rd down.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6-8. Now Trubisky to throw. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. James Lynch in there to drop it for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now. Back deep, Deontay Harris. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this kick will be touchdown as they spot it inside the 45-yard line.
At their own 41-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Give to Cook out of the gun. Past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 16 yards, a 1st down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
42-yard line.
The offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. He's got a first down and more inside the 30.
Oh, we got plenty of time, baby.
Vikings. Dalvin Cook, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And he powers his way up past the 30.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Open man, and that's his tight end, Jake Butt. And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down for the Bears. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On 2nd and 9, Trubisky going for the deep ball. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Gladney. So more problems here in this 1st quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
They start the drive with Cook. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the 1st quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
At the 37-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Smith catches left side. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking deep for Adams. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Coverage on the play by Kyle Fuller.
So on fourth down, they bring on the Michigan man, Matt Wild, to kick it away. Tariq Cohen is deep for the Bears. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Bears take over.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
It's their third drive now, and so far we've seen a punt. In that second drive, CD, they turned the ball over, so not the start that they...
Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Bears nothing.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Now a run with Cook. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And oh my goodness, what a catch at the 6. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
Well, we know he has pretty good hands on display there. In fact, he only needed one of them.
Yeah, nowadays, all these receivers work on this, right? They do the one-handed catches off the machine in practice. They do it with their quarterbacks. They do it contested, uncontested. They make it part of their repertoire.
They'll run with Cook.
And the Vikings are going to have a 1st and goal as some good running there gets him down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door.
Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll run for it with Cook. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
And goal.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. It's their quarterback. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead.
Boy, so if you are scoring at home, Charles, and God bless you if you are, but that's now 3 drives and 3 touchdowns.
So in a baseball game, wouldn't that wreak havoc on your scorecard?
Yes.
I mean, with all the action that's happening now, how they got here, whatever cliche you want to bring into it, they're locked into a groove, they're clicking on all cylinders. Bottom line, they're piling up the points.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And at the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the shotgun is Trubisky. It is incomplete. Trying to get it to Tariq Cohen out of the backfield. And it's second down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. And we've got movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out. So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Trubisky.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet.
And they will get this across midfield, but still well short of the first as he's dropped at the 46.
Pickup of 10, but it brings up 4th down.
Here we go on 4th down with Trubisky. A scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. First down.
And the Bears' first down.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
Number 29.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Trubisky will throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. Oh, it'll be intercepted. Well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Vikings.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of two play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything's working pretty well. For the defensive
guy, on the defensive side,
that's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs, one of his guys, just to make a big play and disrupt things.
And he'll get this only up to about the 35.
35-yard line.
In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
And 9.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And that is intercepted. is it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion.
And 9 yards to go.
The Vikings on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. The throw there going to be incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
22-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on...
He's got a man complete. And all the way down to the 35. It's a big-time play there for the Bears. 43 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
2 yards on the pickup.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
33-yard line.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
The ball carried.
Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
It's a gain of 4, and it's third down.
Shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
Fourth down. Here's Trubisky. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Darnell Mooney. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears get a bit closer. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. And a lot of football, full half to be played. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. There's really no reason to change what they've been doing to this point. They've got the lead. They've looked good this first half.
I agree with you totally, and a lot of coordinators, play callers feel exactly the same way. Until you stop what I'm doing, Why should I make any changes? But there are a few that kind of outguess themselves or try to outguess the opponent, and they try to consider what they would do to take things away and go to those plays right away. It'll be fun to watch when they get to the second half to see which way they go.
Yeah, but to this point, it certainly hasn't been broke. We'll see if they try to fix anything. Setting up the screen for Cook. He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. Now with shotgun handoff to Cohen. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Final play of the half. It's Trubisky. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 21. He will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. Taken in the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he calls up the fumble. So they take the deficit into the lockers. You know they had plans to receive the football. A nice drive, instead a fumble on the kickoff.
And that can be demoralizing right there because, as you pointed out, they had designs on coming out and, okay, we're going to change things here in the second half. Instead, with a deficit already, they cough it up, and now they've got to find a way to keep the score from mounting bigger against them.
Prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Looking to throw, Trubisky on 1st down. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Cole Kmet, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
So that'll be marked down as a 19-yard punt. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
2nd and 2.
2nd and 2. On the ground, it's Cook. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Steps away to his... And it's a fumble. And this is picked up by the Bears. And he returns it into enemy territory down the 45-yard line. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do
under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
Complete to...
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And some room to maneuver. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. There to knock that one away defensively, Eric Kendricks.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Trubisky. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears.
Complete to
Darnell Mooney. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bears cut into that lead. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Now Trubisky will lead the Bears up to go for 2. Here's Trubisky. And no, it falls is incomplete. So the two-point conversion, no good. Tough there, good pass, hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere, seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
Take over first and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive.
And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. Needing the tough yards with their fullback. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. First down, he'll drop to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at their 48-yard line.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
1st and 10.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
4 on the carry.
Well, in every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
This is a quick pass from Trubisky.
Trubisky's pass.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Well, the man is Komet, the tight end. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of
9 yards that time.
And the Bears first down.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And they give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter play. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter. On third down, Trubisky. And that will be incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on third down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet. And they'll get this down to the 10. Fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need. That's exactly what they got done.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
At the 10-yard line.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on second and goal. Looking right. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's third down now.
16-yard line.
Here's Trubisky to throw. He's got it. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Allen Robinson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have cut it to within a score. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Now it's Trubisky. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage. Put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. We come up here on 1st and 10. They run. Cook. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line.
3rd and 7.
The Vikings on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. That'll be complete to Cook. And to the 46 he goes and no further. So he is well short of the first down marker. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Got an open man, finding Jefferson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
2nd and 9 now. Now they go screen. It's complete. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's got his tight end, that's Smith. And he will have the Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the 1st down.
10 at the 18-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Finding Harris over the middle. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive.
2nd and 2 at the Bears' 10-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Cook. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Again, it's Cook. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Running for it. Here's Cook. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Dalvin Cook turned away on 4th down, and the Bears will get the football back. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. A golden opportunity for them now following the interception. They need to try to at least get 3. Obviously, a touchdown puts them in a much more secure position. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
At the 18-yard line.
Trubisky gives to Cohen. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line.
Cohen, the ball carrier.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now Trubisky on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And he can't thrown away. He's taken down. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Gladney. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself caught.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
10 at the 44-yard line.
Now Cook. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he'll be taken down at the 26. 18 more yards there and another first down. It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
They had 2 straight first downs, now a gain of 9 to set up 2nd and 1.
And a yard.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So for Minnesota, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they'll have another home date next week as the Kansas City Chiefs come to town. Meanwhile, for Chicago, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they will be at home next week to take on the New York Giants. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
kick it and go, kick it and go. With a stiff arm, spin move, in zone, go. From sideline to touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. With a stiff arm, spin move, in zone, go. From sideline to touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. Running it back, never a cap, out of the draft. Watch me ball, soon as I snap, hit of the pack, walk for the sack, shaking them all, breaking them all, talking the song, rocking my wall like I do. Sit on the throne, get in the zone, turn it on, must be the shoes, must be the team, must be the camp, must be the crew. You need a win, who need a win, that's all we do. I've been a king and I've been about mine, never could doubt mine. They running the route,